I don't really have an intro. Just make a sound, I guess. I'll just use that.
I should make a sound.
Yeah, just make a random sound. I'll just use that for the intro.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Sweet.
About a month ago, or 2 months ago, or whenever I upload this video, a YouTuber named Tamago24.
Hi, I'm Simi Adeshina from Tamago247.4, and you're watching a YouTube channel.
Commented on my video called I asked 100 YouTubers for an interview. I actually made that video not thinking anyone would comment, but then turns out there is hope. I literally made that video as a filler video, but thank you Tamago247.4 for giving me the opportunity to interview you. And viewers, if I may seem a little bit different or quiet in this video, I was absolutely terrified. I was the most nervous person on the planet ever at that moment, so if you hear 5 words from me in this entire video, then that's on me. And you know, if you liked this video, then comment, subscribe, like, do the engagements. On to the interview. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for giving me the chance to interview you.
It's no problem.
Yeah, me with my $1 camera. This actually costed $1. Not even
$1? It's actually not bad for $1.
Yeah, it isn't.
That's all right, you know. Yeah.
It really isn't.
Fair.
All right, first question. Starting off very basic. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Damn. Okay, you know, for the longest time, I would say that Forrest Gump is my favorite movie. I just feel like it has all the elements. Now, are you aware of Forrest Gump? Is that a movie that like even registers?
Well, I know Run Forrest Run, and that's
Run Forrest
about
Run. All right, that's pretty okay. Yeah, because I used to be the young one, but now I'm getting to the age where I'm talking to people, and it's like, damn, you don't know this stuff. So I'm really getting there, isn't it? But yeah, Forrest Gump, it's got everything you need. It's a really feel-good movie, but I feel like it's got some good lessons in there. It's really funny at the same time. And yeah, Tom Hanks' performance in it is just pristine. So yeah, that's the one I would usually go for. But I like so many movies, it's hard for me to actually say. But if I'm gonna choose one, yeah, Forrest Gump, for sure.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Forrest Gump. I might check it out now that you gave the recommendation. I am embarrassed to say that I still haven't seen Forrest Gump. So, someone wanted me to ask, how did it feel to have your first viral video?
My first viral video? Oh, damn, okay. Yeah, you know, I think I had like multiple of that feeling at each level. Like for me, the first time a video of mine got 1,000 views, I was like, this is crazy. This has never happened before. Now, admittedly, a few of those views, quite a few, was just me refreshing the page back when that used to work back in the day. But you know, that was cool. It was like, all right, people are watching this. I would say the first video that got any kind of major traction was the Club Penguin story. That's the one that really like started taking off. And I was getting a lot of subscribers off the back of that. I was like, this is actually nuts. It was exciting, but it was also nerve-wracking, isn't it? Because it's like, oh crap, now I have all these people watching. I want to follow it up with something that's also exciting and also, you know, funny and kind of lives up to it. And in a way, that can put pressure on you so much that you don't make anything afterwards because you're a bit scared. But like, my thing is, listen, I didn't know that video was gonna blow up when I uploaded it. So I can't have that attitude of, oh, now I need to make something that blows up. I just need to make whatever I was already going to make next and just hope for the best. But no, it's exciting and scary at the same time. I think that's the best way for me to describe it.
That makes sense, yeah. You never know how the YouTube algorithm works.
Exactly. Have you had like a video yourself where it just went in an unexpected direction with how it performed after?
Yeah, there was this one video, I think it's my most viewed video on the channel. It has 1 million views. I literally just read like a Twitter thread. That's it. I had nothing to post.
That always happens, isn't it? It's the unexpected videos that take off and you're like, what on earth? Next
question. Are there any videos you hated that everyone else loved?
That I made?
Yeah, that you made.
You know, I don't think I've made videos that I look at and I'm like, I hated this video, because if I'm hating a video while I'm making it, I'm probably just not gonna post it. However, there are videos where the process of making it was like so arduous that I was just like, I can't be bothered with this. And then I eventually release it and it does well. A video I made, I used to do like kind of animated rants and stuff like that. I remember doing a video about spoilers because I hated people spoiling TV shows, movies, all that stuff. But making that video, it took me like 4 to 6 months. Not because it was that hard to make, but because I just couldn't bring myself to make it. I was like, this is so long. I was getting like really tired of animating at the time, and I was like, bro, I can't be bothered to do this. I thought the video was good, but the process of making it was just so long. I was like, dude, I cannot do this anymore. Like legit, I was like, I'm gonna quit YouTube. It was like back in 2014. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. But eventually I finished it and I put it out and people liked it. And I was like, I thought they would. It's just, it took me forever to make. And that was kind of the start of me being like, I have to do something other than animation. Otherwise, I'm not gonna continue. I still did animation for 3 more years, but eventually I hung it up, eventually. So I would say that, yeah. But generally, I make videos I like, you know, generally speaking.
I saw that video. I don't remember how long ago, but I did not expect that to take 6 months.
Yeah. It was just, I mean, obviously I was also balancing school at the same time, so I was only ever able to work on it during the weekends and stuff like that. But it was a thing of, I'd sit down, I'd try and work on it for a couple of hours, and then I'd be like, now forget this. I'm playing Uncharted 2. I don't care. Like, I'm not working on this. So that's pretty much how it went.
All right. So in my notes, it says, please remember that a grain of rice has 0.031 calories. Just keep that in your mind. It'll be important later.
It'll be important later. 0.03. Oh, yeah, I got it. Don't you worry. Yeah.
What will you do when, not if, when you hit 1 million subscribers?
You know, I appreciate the vote of confidence on that. Thank you very much. I have no plans, dude. I have no plans.
Zero.
I feel like, yeah, no plans. I mean, not that I won't do anything, but like for me, I'm just like, I'm assuming that whatever I did to reach 1 million subscribers is probably what my viewers would want more of. I remember back in the day, like I would say maybe around 2015, 2016, subscriber milestone videos were like huge. You had people saying, I'm gonna jump out of a plane, I'm gonna do this. Some people made like documentary type things where it's like, let me go back to where it all began. This is where I grew up. And it was cool. I'd probably definitely do a live stream just talking to, you know, the viewers and hanging out. As far as like a big thing though, I don't have anything in mind. I mean, do you have any suggestions? Like, all right, when you reach 1 million subscribers, what's your plan? And maybe I can get some inspiration from that, you know what I mean?
I have no idea what I'm gonna do when I hit 1 million.
That's what I'm saying, isn't it? It's kind of hard to think of,
yeah.
Because, you know, in a way, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a video, but I feel like it's only fitting that you release a video for it. Do you know what? One of my friends gave me an idea. This was a couple of years ago. He was like, when you reach 1 million subscribers, you should do a graduation ceremony where you like walk the stage but it's for you reaching 1 million. I'm like, that is so funny. So hey, that's an idea. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I would watch that.
Yeah, all right, fair. I'll keep that in mind, man.
What do you think 0 divided by 0 is? 0
divided by 0 is not possible because you can't divide something by 0. You know, it's undefined. There's a whole proof of it, but I can't go into that right now because I do not remember.
If it did have an answer, what do you think it would be if it did?
If it did have an answer, okay, so if we're not thinking mathematically, if it did have an answer, I feel like as soon as you enter it into the calculator, once you press the equals button, it would essentially like suck your hand through and create a void, and you destroy the whole world. If you really managed to do it, that's probably what would happen, I'm thinking. So that's my answer for that. We don't want to know the answer for 0 divided by 0 because it would destroy the world. Now I know some people, maybe that's the goal, and if that's it, you know, good luck to you. But for me, I'ma just leave it how it is. You know what I mean? Like, exactly.
Yeah, that seems like the most realistic answer. Yeah. Speaking of maths, 2 trains, train A and train B, are moving towards each other on parallel tracks. Train A is moving at 0.6 c, which is 60% the speed of light, relative to the ground. Oh, you're grabbing. Okay.
All right. Wait. We got the 2 trains.
Do you want me to say it again?
Yeah. 2 trains, train A and train B,
are moving towards each other on parallel tracks. Train A is moving at 0.6 c, which is 60% the speed of light, right?
Okay.
Relative to the ground, comma.
Right.
And the train B is moving at 0.8 c relative to the ground. An observer sits in train A.
Okay, right.
What is the velocity of train B from the perspective of this observer? And please use the principles of special relativity to calculate the answer.
Okay, wait, hold on. I've got this. Give me a quick second. So you carried a 2. All right. All right, then you gotta divide it by 3, right? Because there are 3 entities here. You have train A, train B, and the passenger, okay? So you divide it by 3. And then, move the U in the middle. And the answer is... Bruh, I don't know what that question is. I'm not answering that, bro. But thank you anyway.
Next question.
Yeah.
You've been known to get hacked a few times. Neopets, Snapchat.
Yeah.
I think Instagram too, maybe, or Club Penguin.
As far as I know, not Instagram, but probably Club Penguin actually.
Right.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm gonna send you an image if the keyboard works. So I've been getting security alerts every 2 weeks, and I was wondering if you knew anything about this because you're an expert at getting hacked.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. At a certain point, right, getting security alerts just means that you've got enough clout that people are trying to log into your account. So actually, good for you that you're getting all these alerts. You know, people really want that username Sepcat. So you've got something valuable there. Just make sure you got that 2-factor authentication on, you know, try and have, you know what, maybe get one of those physical keys. You know, when it's you have the physical password key, maybe get one of those. But other than that, just take it as a compliment. You know, you're popular, people want what you have, and they're trying to get it through illegitimate means. So, you know, I'll take it in stride personally.
Okay, I'll take this advice.
Sweet.
So now I actually had a little segment planned.
Okay.
You're getting old.
Right.
In relative terms to me and you're getting old. So,
relatively, actually, we are both getting older at the same pace.
Wow.
But I'll allow it.
Okay. So because you're getting old, you might not be too familiar with the new Gen Z brain rot, are you?
I mean, I'm Gen Z. I might be a bit early, but I'm in it though. Like let's keep it real. But you know, show me the brain rot.
Okay. I'm just gonna say a few terms and then you say if you know them or not, and maybe give the definition.
Okay, sure.
Starting off easy and getting harder as we go. Skibbity toilet.
Okay, so obviously Skibbity toilet came from that viral shorts series or TikTok series with the Gary's Mod characters and the toilets and the security cameras. So I'm aware of it. You know, if someone says something like "you're so skibbity," it's a compliment. They're saying, "Yo, you've got it. You know, you're fresh. You're drippy. You know, you're so skibbity." So that's generally speaking what that means. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Riz.
All right, so this one is derived from the word charisma, and it just means that, you know, you've got suave, especially when it comes to, you know, trying to talk to the ladies, perhaps. You know what I mean? So, hey, you got Riz, bro. W Riz. You know, you're really cool. If you got L Riz, it means you're kind of lame, or you just did something that just wasn't cool, something that removed your aura points. See, I even got ahead of you on aura. I already know what that is. But continue.
Do you know who made Riz? Like the word Riz
was coined by Kai Cenat, streamer.
Wow.
I'm in here.
Hawk Tua.
Hogtua is a reference to an activity that I should not be discussing with you.
True.
I'll leave it at that.
Mewing.
So that's see, this one I actually did learn somewhat recently. There seems to be a subset of specifically guys who are interested in having a particularly cut jawline.
Yes.
And so mewing, I think, is a facial exercise which is supposedly able to restructure the bone on your face so that you have a more pronounced jawline. It's complete rubbish, but you know, people like to do it. Other than that though, I think it's just a general facial expression to show that you're trying to make yourself look attractive, you know, though. You know what I mean? Like, so generally speaking, that's what I understand it to be.
Well, mewing is actually when you put your tongue on the top of your roof. You forgot to mention that because...
Oh, okay. I don't know the mechanics. You know what I mean? Okay. Right. I get half a point for that?
Half a point. But you're doing really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Low taper fade.
I freaking love this meme. There was a musician, I can't remember what his actual name is, but I did listen to the album he released following the popularity of the meme. He was doing a live stream where he was essentially essentially riffing, just like kind of, he had auto-tune on his voice and he was responding to his comments and turning it into music. At one point during the stream, he started getting quite emotional speaking about his grandfather. And in order to sort of steer the vibes off of the really deep emotional place it was in, he suddenly started saying, imagine if Ninja had a low taper fade. And it was just this ethereal, beautiful voice. And obviously it's so random, freaking Ninja with a low taper fade. Like, who's thinking of that? Eventually, Ninja catches wind and he refused to let the meme die. Did you know low taper fade is still like a huge meme?
Yeah, it's still massive.
Did you?
Still
Yeah,
massive.
it's still massive. Yeah. So that's my understanding of low taper fade. That's like one of my favorite memes of that year, honestly.
You are breezing through these. I expected you to do way worse.
Dude, have you seen my channel, bro? Memes in every video.
Yeah,
we gotta
yeah.
be. I actually try and actively stay up to date with memes. Like, it used to just come naturally because I was on social media all the time. Now I have to. It's work. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
what are the kids up to these days? So you gotta try and keep in trend. That's what's coming for you, bro. Keep doing this YouTube stuff. Eventually, you're gonna have to be like, all right, what are the new trends? What are the new dances I need to do? It's no longer the whip and the nay-nay. You gotta now do all sorts of random stuff. So
Hey, I'm already feeling it. People are saying new things every day. I don't understand it. I have to search up what it means.
for real. No, it actually be like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Getting into the newer brain rot. Chicken jockey.
Chicken Jockey, that is part of the Minecraft movie. There's a scene where a mini zombie is on the back of a chicken and Jack Black, in his, very emphatic voice, says, Chicken Jockey. And that made people go insane in the cinemas. Absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the videos of people getting on each other's backs, on their shoulders in the theater. People bringing chickens into the actual theater. So yeah, no, absolutely crazy. I have not seen the Minecraft movie myself, but seeing those clips makes me want to see it on Blu-ray actually, instead of in the cinemas. So
I've seen it in the cinemas. The movie's alright.
it's all right. Be honest. Is it actually all right? Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's for a younger demographic than me, but it's still fun to watch.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. Was there any craziness when you watched it in your theater?
No, but there was someone who threw their entire popcorn bucket on the first row, like into the air. That was funny.
I see.
All right, we're on to the final Gen Z brain rot.
All right.
Tung 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 sahur. Why did I mention that? Keep in mind this was a month ago, okay? It was still funny, for me at least.
Okay, you might have gotten me with that one, bro.
What?
What?
You don't know that one?
Tune.
Tung 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 sahur.
You're gonna have to explain that. I have no idea what that is, bro.
So there's this subsection of brain rot called Italian brain rot.
Okay, right.
It's just a bunch of weird images, and then in Italian, they make random sounds.
Okay, right.
Brr, brr, patapim. You might have to do your research on that one.
Yeah, I might have to look that up. Actually, when you mentioned Italian brain rot, I remember one of my friends, Reese, telling me that his feed was just full of Italian brain rot. I didn't know what he meant by it. So, yeah, I may have to look into it, although I don't know if I want to now that I've heard about it.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe it's
see.
a better choice if you don't.
Yeah, perhaps.
All right, that was the end of the Gen Z brain rot.
Yeah, how did I do?
Yeah, you did amazing. You did
Thank
way
you.
better than I
appreciate
thought
that.
you would do.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Now we're moving on to questions a little bit more personalized towards you.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 things. You have to save one of them.
Save one, okay.
Number 1, Anthony, the Snapchat hacker.
Club Penguin hackers actually stole my Snapchat account.
Okay, sure.
Number 2, question 67 from the Impossible Quiz.
Okay.
And number
Yeah.
3, M Mall Online.
You know what? That's enough. I'm going to leave the worst review on Amazon and file a claim to get my money back. I go to their marketplace page on the website, and remember how their reviews were 100% positive and it was just 5 stars after 5 stars after 5 stars? Well, I come on it now, they've gone down to 35% positive reviews, and they just had pages after pages of 1-star reviews from customers.
Oh, okay. You know what? This is actually quite easy.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to save question 67 from the Impossible Quiz 2 because as much torment as that question caused me, I think that the quiz would not be the same without it.
True.
You know?
True.
It made the quiz the demon that it truly is, and I think you can't just get rid of it. And one thing I love about question 67 is it's not the final question. It's just in the middle of the quiz. So after you like break your heart trying to beat it, you then have another, what is it, like 53 questions to do. So yeah, no, as much as I hate that question with a passion, I appreciate its presence. Now that I've beaten it, if I never ever beat it, then I might just be like, F that question, bro. Bring Anthony back. That's my choice. That's my choice.
Good choice. I would have thought you would pick that. Who would win in a fight? Bright Legs?
When it came to naming my pet, I wanted something that would incorporate both its species and its color, so I went with Sunhop. Unfortunately, the name was already taken, and the suggested alternatives were useful as ever. I then tried Bright Legs, which I think was a way better name than Sunhop anyway, and it was available. Success!
Or Paul from the password game?
This is my chicken Paul. He hasn't hatched yet. Please put him in your password and keep him safe. Oh, that's the Paul that people are talking about. Okay, so I'll copy that. I'll paste that in there. Okay, hold on, wait. I'm stressed, but I'm working through it. I'm working. No! What? No! No, what happened? What happened? Paul, come back, please. Paul! No, that's some bull crap. That is some bull crap. Oh, I'm sorry. I think Bright Legs has it 100%. No, 100%. Paul, if Paul isn't fed a caterpillar like every freaking 10 seconds, he dies. I haven't fed Bright Legs in 2 years.
The protein he gets from the caterpillars, I think he's using to power up his strength.
Right. Okay, well, I mean, it's true that Bright Legs is a lover, not a fighter. Bright Legs loves to read, Bright Legs loves to play, and in the Battle Dome, he did okay, but it wasn't anything too special, you know? So you might have a point there. That being said, I haven't fed Bright Legs in 2 years and he's still going strong, so I feel like he's got resilience that cannot be underestimated. And for the record, that was a joke. Bright Legs is perfectly well fed. I feed him every day.
Yeah, he's not starving,
dying.
he's not malnourished.
No, exactly. No, it's totally fine.
Moving on to the final few questions. How many calories? How many calories are in a grain of rice?
0.031 calories per grain of rice. Yeah.
You remembered.
Yeah, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Second to last question. There are 50 dogs, 48 cats. How many dogs are still hungry?
50 dogs, 48 I've done enough Impossible Quiz to be able to recognize stuff like this. 40 of the 50 dogs, 8 cats. So you could say 10 are still hungry. But what if you have a big greedy dog that wants to eat 3 or 4?
True.
Yeah.
Hey, you answered it way quicker than with the odd ones out. I'm just saying.
Hey, sweet. Nice. Did you ask the odd ones out? Wait, was that in one of my videos?
Yeah.
There's 50 dogs, 48 cats. How many dogs are hungry?
Wait, is that it? I don't get anything other than that? Okay, let me think about this. 50 dogs. Are we gonna make the assumption that the dogs eat the cats? It might just be the super simple answer.
Are you going to say 2 dogs are hungry? Or is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, it's not 2. 50 dogs, 48 cats. How many dogs are hungry?
Oh my god! I hate that so much.
I thought I'd heard that before, you know? Alright, fair play.
And the final question. Which 3 other YouTubers would you nominate to get interviewed by me?
Oh, 3 other YouTubers, okay. Well, you mentioned the odd ones out. I'd say yeah, I'd nominate him to get interviewed by you. I'm trying to think back to your video where you reached out to a bunch of YouTubers. And one thing I do want to say about that is I saw the DM because I try and check all my messages every Friday, and I saw it and I was like, oh, this is cool, but I'm not doing interviews like that. But it wasn't until I saw your video because you like tagged me in the description, and I was like, oh, this guy's doing one of those videos. So that's why I decided to reach out, because I was like, I appreciate the effort. You know what I mean? I respect that. So fair play to you. All right. Let me think of other people to nominate. I feel like we should get another gaming YouTuber in there. I mean, maybe Corey Kenshin. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. And for the final YouTuber I nominate,
I'm throwing one of
comes to
those
mind.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire like question songs.
Oh,
while you
yeah.
wait,
Over there.
yeah.
All right, okay. No worries. Who would be good? I'm trying to think, Now I'm blanking on YouTubers. What other YouTubers even are there? Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at my my list here and see who I've got. Okay, there's a creator I like called Nicole Raffi. She does these like deep dives on random pop culture moments. I nominate her. I just saw her on my list. I was like, sure, Nicole Raffi. So those are my three. The odd one's out. Whoever I said second, Corey Kenshin and Nicole Raffi. Those are the people I nominate.
Okay, well, if you're watching this video, send me a DM.
Let's go. Awesome.
Right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this interview, Tamago.
Thank you for having me.
2474, not 2474.
Thank you. I love it when people say it properly.
And thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, yeah?
To me and to him.
Yes.